Welcome back, everybody. Today we'll be discussing the Yeezy 350 Pirate Black. Specifically, we'll be discussing whether it should sell or hold the Yeezy 350 Pirate Black and why that is. To preface, if you guys enjoy these types of videos regarding the market, reselling, and even info on how to acquire these limited products, be sure you subscribe and enable post notifications. This way, you're always 100% updated. Furthermore, for more urgent updates like shock drops, raffles, site lists, etc., follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10. This way, you're always in the loop 24/7 whenever there's a restock, shock drop, or even the Yeezy drops that we saw today. For early information, before shock drops actually occur, Endurance always has your back. Feel free to check out the link in the description below if you're looking for a profitable side hustle that goes far beyond just sneaker reselling. For those who don't know, the Yeezy 350 Pirate Black finally dropped today, June 1st, after Kanye and Adidas finally reached an agreement to begin releasing the leftover Yeezys. Retail was $230, just like what we saw on the Turtle Dove V1s last year. As of me making this video, it is June 1st, 2023, the day of the drop. The average post-drop prices for sizes 4 to 12 is currently $368. Evidently, these prices leave room for good profit with a great margin. However, as always, they will drop in value as shipments go out and pairs go into circulation. When it comes to these, I think a useful comparison for how far we could expect prices to drop would be, of course, the Yeezy 350 Turtle Dove from last year's Yeezy Day. This was also an extremely highly demanded shoe with a near parallel history. Both were some of the earliest Yeezys and the first Yeezy 350s to ever release. They also released in a near identical way, with all the stock being released during a large event for Yeezy Restocks, Yeezy Day for the Turtle Doves, and the recent Yeezy Restocks for these Pirate Blacks. Hence, in addition to the total stock being very similar, the manner in which the stock was released was also extremely similar. When it comes to those Turtle Dove 350s, they were around $500 post-drop, and I predicted that we would see prices fall by a whopping 20%, which is above average, but was still expected considering how overvalued they were at the time, and hardly any pairs being in circulation beforehand, contrary to a normal general release. And that is just about what we did end up seeing. Prices came down to around $420, which was just under 20%. When it comes to these Pirate Black 350s, the most notable difference is that their post-drop value is just a little bit lower than the Turtle Doves. Consequently, I'd also expect less of a decrease for them, because while they may have lower demand, I think another big factor is that they are just not as overvalued as the Turtle Doves were. Hence, I would only expect a 15% decrease over the next 2 weeks, which is still pretty significant, potentially bringing prices as low as $313 for sizes 4 to 12. Now that the average price ranges at those points in time are evident though, let's discuss whether they're expected to increase from this post-shipment price range or even hypothetically continue to decrease. When it comes to these, the best comparison would be the Turtle Doves for short term and the Pirate Blacks themselves for a long-term perspective. Short term, we actually see that the Turtle Doves have not increased at all since their drop. In fact, they slightly decreased. Of course, a big factor with that has to do with them starting off with an initial value being super high. Therefore, it is worth noting that these Pirate Blacks will be starting off much lower. With that said, in the short term, we shouldn't see drastic changes similar to the Turtle Doves, but if anything, I'd say these have a better chance of at least seeing a mild increase within the next year. In terms of long term, however, this is where I saw the majority of the value with the Turtle Dove 350s, given how high the original pairs increased. And I'd expect the same for these Pirate Blacks, especially given the fact that this may very well be the last time ever we see these released, which is an important factor we discussed in yesterday's video too. The 2016 Pirate Blacks were consistently selling around $1,000 before rumors of re-releases started breaking. Now, I wouldn't expect them to reach those numbers again, but it does illustrate that they certainly have lots of long-term potential. So, finally, regarding the hold margin on these, essentially, are they going to be worth your time even if they do end up increasing? Well, given that I'm expecting these to react just slightly better than the Turtle Doves in the short term, obviously that would not be a very good short-term ROI, and this is mostly due to the initial value starting off quite high, but again, it could have been worse like the Turtle Doves. Long-term is where the real potential in these lie, just like the Turtle Doves. This is a shoe that is certainly going to be a future grail and has important history to it, and we've even seen how high the demand could get on the 2016 pairs before rumors broke of the re-release. Hypothetically, if these were to increase to where the Turtle Doves are right now, that would already be a great ROI of around 40%. And thinking even more optimistically long term, if these eventually got to around 600 within a couple of years, not even 800, not 900, that would be a whopping 90% ROI, which is incredible. Therefore, I have rated these a 7 out of 10 hold, which is really good. While the short term may not be the best, I'm at least expecting a better short term than the Turtle Doves, and like the Turtle Doves, long term is where the real potential in these lie. Personally, I would hold my pair. However, I'm actually going to be keeping it for personal because I only got one. Also, just a note in general for any item, if you do plan to hold these, first, you should never hold anything if you don't have sufficient capital to go for as many drops as possible at your full potential without holding back. If you do need money to go for all drops, try to sell these as soon as possible before the price drops for more shipments. Let me know what you guys are doing with your pairs down in the comments below. Since this is a discussion at the end of the day, I can't predict the future. That's just my personal analysis based on the data that I've acknowledged. We have a lot of brilliant minds watching right now, so I'd love to hear your notions as well. Also, be sure to check out Endurance with the link in the description below if you're looking for a profitable side hustle that goes far beyond just sneaker reselling. Subscribe and enable post notifications to stay 100% updated on all hyped releases, and follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, to get urgent notifications such as the ones during those Yeezy restocks. With that, have a fantastic rest of your day, and congrats if you copped anything on these restocks.
You can now live with your own fair love. Where did that bring you? Back to me.